It's time. It is absolutely time that the New York Knicks make a move that is going to change everything about this team, fixing so many problems that the Knicks have and making them a true NBA Finals contender this season by Tom Thibodeau, making a change that is truly monumental and fans have been calling for it as it solves every problem for this team, and we're going to break all of it down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and guys, we're getting really close to 14,000 subscribers. If you're part of that 66% that's not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to Knicks Digest. We make multiple videos every day. You guys do not want to miss out. We're having a bunch of fun on this channel. You guys been killing it with the subs recently. Let's keep it up, but more importantly, let's talk about the New York Knicks. Tom Thibodeau has to make a change to this New York Knicks lineup because there is a quick fix to the New York Knicks that is going to make them so much better in the playoffs especially, but really just throughout the rest of this regular season. And it's a move that fans have been calling for. It's something we've wanted to see all year. And now with the personnel the New York Knicks have, they have a great chance to make a massive change with this team. And that is by playing these two guys here way more minutes than they've played together. Now, Tom Thibodeau, he did take a bit before we saw Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns get on the floor together. But once we did, it has been phenomenal to watch on every single level. Now, we know that these guys are obviously, they're going to pair perfectly. Mitchell Robinson, an elite offensive rebounder and one of the best rim protectors in basketball. Just an elite rebounder also, not an elite offensive rebounder, the best offensive rebounder in the NBA, and also an elite rebounder who's an elite rim protector as well. And Karl-Anthony Towns, the best stretch big in basketball, one of the most offensively gifted 7-footers of all time. These two are a match made in heaven, and it lets Karl-Anthony Towns kind of become hidden on defense, so he's playing more perimeter defense, where he's better off than defending the low block. And we've seen this have a cataclysmic shift to the New York Knicks. And look, you guys know I love breaking down some stats. Tommy Beer mentioned that in the 19 minutes, and yes, it's a small sample size, but in the 19 minutes that Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns have played together this season, New York has posted an offensive rating of 145.9 and a defensive rating of 100. Yes, that is a ridiculous net rating of plus 45.9, meaning if you play this unit together, they are outscoring other teams by 45.9 points per game. That is absolutely absurd to think about how good these two are together on the floor, but it does make sense. You look at these two guys, you look at the way that Mitchell Robinson plays. He's cleaning up offensive boards, he's protecting the rim. People aren't driving on him the way that people drive at Karl-Anthony Towns with zero fear. And Mitch does all the little things that Cat doesn't do, and Cat does all the things that Mitch doesn't do. They cover for each other perfectly, and they clearly like playing together as well, which is a huge part of things. Towns clearly looks way more comfortable when Mitchell Robinson's on the floor with him, and Mitch has an extra body to kick the ball out to when he's getting these offensive rebounds and just can cover for Cat completely, and they clearly like getting those rebounds together. I mean, they'd be the best rebounding duo in the NBA instantly. I mean, they already are, and you see this. You see the fact that the Knicks have struggled rebounding-wise, and now that is in the past. The defensive problems are in the past because you could hide Towns in the perimeter. The offense, it does not change at all. And look, it's now time that Tom Thibodeau does what he has to do and bench Josh Hart for Mitchell Robinson. Now, I want to make it very clear, I love Josh Hart. He's one of my favorite players on the Knicks. I think every New York Knicks fan could agree to that. But the way Josh Hart is playing right now, it makes more sense to have him come off the bench. We all know the New York Knicks bench has not been a cohesive unit all season long, and there hasn't been a lot of things that Tom Thibodeau has done to rectify that. This is how you fix the problem. And I know Tibbs loves Josh Hart, but Josh Hart is just not shooting very well right now, and he's afraid to shoot the ball. And what we're seeing is opposing teams put their centers on Josh Hart and just sag off so they can protect the rim. It's killing the Knicks having a 5-out offense. They don't have one. Let's be real, they don't. With Josh Hart not shooting the ball well and just not really shooting the ball from three that much at all right now, there's not a 5-out lineup. And if you're not going to have a 5-out lineup, it would make more sense to have Josh come off the bench and then just stick Mitchell Robinson right in there instead. It makes your defense way better because you have true rim protection. You have way better offensive rebounding, so you're going to get second chance points, and you're going to get more open threes because the most open threes come off of offensive rebounds anyway. Offensive rebounds that, yes, Josh Hart does a good job at getting, but he's obviously not Mitchell Robinson. So it solves every problem. The team just becomes so much better when Josh Hart is just subbed out for Mitchell Robinson. And then look, this is not an anti-Josh Hart move, because if you move Josh Hart with the bench unit, the bench becomes way more cohesive. They become a smarter unit that's going to play more team basketball. Josh can score the ball, as we know, based off his numbers this season. He can score. He is scoring. He's been a good scorer this season. He also just does a lot of the dirty work. Yes, he would be the sixth man, and he'd probably come in for Mitchell Robinson. And then you have the same starting five that's been running all season long, and they know how to play together. And guess what? They've had a lot of success. The team's got 40 some odd wins this season already. And look, they're going to have their second 50-win season in a row with this starting lineup. Obviously, it's the first one, but still, they're going to be a starting lineup that has a 50-win season. They clearly can play together. They're just better when Josh Hart gets subbed out for Mitchell Robinson because Mitch covers for more of the Knicks' needs than Josh Hart does. The only thing he doesn't cover for is the shooting that Josh Hart's not hitting anyway. So it makes sense to make this move. I mean, it just perfectly makes sense to me. Now, diving into some more numbers, into some more increments about this, Tom Thibodeau said, when you have two 7-footers out there, if you get by one, you've got another waiting at the rim. I think that is a huge impact on the game, and it clearly does based off the numbers. Tibbs also saying, I think the rim protection, Mitchell Robinson's ability to get out on the perimeter, defend pick and rolls, challenge shots, cover a lot of ground, and make a second or third effort to be on a pick and roll and still get back to rebound and change shots. You're seeing more than multiple effort plays from him. I think his timing is coming around. He's moving great. He feels great. Something Mitchell Robinson echoed, which is great to hear, especially considering just Mitch being off on this 10-month layoff for his foot surgery. So this is huge news. On top of this, the New York Post said that in a very small sample size thus far, Mitchell Robinson's 8.4 offensive rebounds per 100 possessions started. Look, it's sixth in the NBA right now. It's sixth most in the NBA. He's already showing that he is still that offensive rebounding monster. He looks leaner, he looks way bouncier, and he just looks a lot better than he has in the past. And what we're seeing is Mitch being the guy that we've all known he can be. And look, we have to dive into some more Mitchell Robinson numbers. But real quick, guys, I'm super excited to announce that we are kicking off a March Madness bracket for the channel. We've partnered with the Hot Takes app and other digest channels for this event. It's completely free to sign up. Just download the Hot Takes app, click the March Madness banner at the top, and then under groups, select the Digest Media Pool. This is really exciting as there's over $25,000 in prizes to be won. And since there's a much smaller pool of people participating, there's a real chance in winning big compared to other bracket challenges out there. Check out the link down below or scan the QR code to download the app, and make sure to use the promo code DIGEST in all caps to get exclusive perks when signing in. Again, it's completely free to sign up, and if you have any trouble, feel free to email us at the email down below, and we look forward to seeing you in the March Madness pool. All right, let's dive into these Mitchell Robinson numbers. Very, very good stuff so far from him this season. And this is not necessarily just Mitch. This is the whole New York Knicks. This is defensive ratings since February 28th, Mitchell Robinson's first game back with the New York Knicks. And the Knicks are second. They're only behind Detroit, who's been a great defense all season. And then if you look at points allowed per game, Knicks are first. They're second in opponent points, but the Orlando Magic have played one less game. In fairness, the Knicks have played 9 games compared to a lot of these teams that have played 10 or 11 games. But still, points allowed per game, the Knicks are the lowest. They're absolutely killing it with that. And yes, they do play a slow style, but also they were not first all season long. Mitchell Robinson coming in has changed that. He's changed how the Knicks play defense, all for the better. On top of that, Mitch, he's not even at full strength yet. He's putting up 5 points and 5 rebounds per game, shooting 80% from the free throw line as well on minimal attempts. Also with an 18.8 PER, he's shooting 65% from the field as well. He's not here yet. He's not fully back from the injury, but he's getting close. And we're seeing Mitch already have this huge impact when he's still getting back into game shape. There's moments where he clearly looks tired still, and it's just a matter of working and getting his way back and getting his feet back under him. It's been a long time, but once he gets back, we know the impact that he's going to fully have. If he's already at, let's say, like 85% of what he's going to be in a couple weeks, he's already having a life-changing impact for this New York Knicks team that desperately needed one. He has been the trade deadline guy who they acquired, and clearly it's worked all for the better. I absolutely love this for the New York Knicks. I think they're in such a much better position to succeed now that they have Mitch here. And as Knicks Moose mentioned, the Knicks have a 114.7 defensive rating when Mitchell Robinson is off the court, which is 14th in the NBA. But when he's on the court, they have a 106.7, like that radio station in New York, Light FM, defensive rating with Mitchell Robinson on the court, which would rank first in the NBA. So what we're looking at is a completely different team when Mitchell Robinson's on and off the floor. And come playoffs, it's very obvious what the Knicks are going to have to do. They're going to have to put Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup, because what we saw was the Boston Celtics run through the New York Knicks with the Knicks having no rim protection. That is what killed them. It wasn't even the influx of threes. It was the fact that the Knicks were doing everything they could to defend the three, but then the Celtics were just able to get inside. Mitchell Robinson is the best of both worlds for that. He's going to be able to prevent that super well. You're not going to be driving on Mitch. You're going to be forcing the Celtics to shoot a bunch of threes come that second round of the playoffs. Because yes, unlike some people, I'm not terrified of the Detroit Pistons beating the New York Knicks in the playoffs. The Knicks are veterans. They know how to do this. They've all been here before. Jalen Brunson's going to be back. He has a grade 2 ankle sprain. His career isn't over. People are panicking, and understandably, I get it. It's Jalen Brunson. But still, he's going to be fine. Mitchell Robinson is going to be more than fine, and he's looking great for this New York Knicks team. So we know what has to happen. I mean, Mitch also saying that he loves playing with Towns. He was asked if he'd ever seen someone go on a 15-0 run by themselves, and he's like, no, but that was epic. He's having so much fun being back on the floor. Everyone's having fun playing with him, and I'm having so much fun watching him play. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, guys, and go Knicks. Let's win this game tonight against the Spurs. I hope Mitch plays against Wemby. I really hope he does. He might not. He's questionable because it's a first day of a back-to-back, and maybe he'll not play tomorrow, but I want to see him play Wemby. I'm now realizing that Wemby's been out for the season for like a good month now, and now I just finished this video by sounding like an absolute idiot. So that's great, guys. Guys, if you want to see me be stupid, subscribe. If you want to see me not be stupid, I'm gonna try my best not to. Also, why does my face keep changing colors? I gotta disappear into I gotta fade away. Go Knicks.